today, risking your soul for the things that you gain. Oh, if today God should call you away, what would you give in exchange for your soul? What would you give in exchange? What would you give in exchange? What would you give in exchange for your soul? Oh, if today God called you away, what would you give in exchange for your soul?
Hi there, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. A number 12. Hey Rob, how you doing? How'd you do on your driving test? Great! Mom won't have to drive you around anymore. What do you think about basketball tomorrow afternoon? Can you make it by 3 o'clock at the park? Alright. Alright, I gotta get back to work. See ya.
I said I was going to go through 3 basic ways that people try to develop a worldview to counter Christianity, and we dealt only with the first one, atheistic materialism. I told you that the argument in favor of the Christian worldview is that without it you can't prove anything. You want to know how to prove Christianity? You counter to your opponent, without the Christian worldview you can't prove anything. Now that's easy to say, someone might say, but how do you know that? Because without the Christian worldview, there's no basis for induction, scientific inference based on causality. Without the Christian worldview, there's no basis for class concepts and laws of logic by which we would reason deductively. Without the Christian worldview, man does not have a mind by which he investigates options and chooses the truth based on evidence. He has only a brain which is controlled by electrochemical processes. So he can't help but say what he does. That is to say, if the materialist is right, he has no reason for believing that he's right. He just has a brain that forced him to say and think what he does. And finally, without the Christian worldview, there could be no moral absolutes. Even the moral absolute that says you can't cheat in your lab, reports, your statistics, or take out a gun and shoot your opponent to win an argument. Those things cannot be excluded unless you have a basis for moral absolutes. And of course, the atheist has no basis for moral absolutes. The atheist might say, well, if we don't respect one another, if we start shooting each other, then just think how unhappy society will be. To which you can say, if you want to argue this point, yes, society will be unhappy, but so what? Why am I under obligation to work for the happiness of society? So, to make a long story, yesterday's long story, very short here in these first 5 minutes, we have destroyed the atheistic worldview. At the end of yesterday's lecture, I said, however...
What's up? Hey, wait, let me see your shirt. I'm not ashamed. What's it say on the front? It should be. Why do you say that? It causes suffering in the world. It's a crutch for weak people to fall back on. Have you ever read the Bible? Honestly, no. But I read a lot about it, and it's full of contradictions. Let's go sit down. The only Bible in our house was Grandpa's old Bible. The only reason we kept it is because it has antique value.